how to apply a simple routine that'll get you encouraging, not just results, but encouraging results quickly, even if you don't have much time to practice. And let me give you some food for thought, okay? If you want to be successful, you need to start by setting yourself up for success and getting in your realm of development, and then take that, run with it, and then you'll be able to grow. Okay, so imagine with me, what if you could increase your technique by 100% in less than 3 months? How would that change your life, and how would that change your tuba playing? So let me introduce you to what I call the ladder method. And I actually sort of taken a framework of this method and took it and ran with it and perfected it into the ladder method. But I learned the startings of this method from the famous euphonium player Bastien Balmet when I was working with him at a workshop before in the past. And it's a really simple 4-step little method. So you start by creating a specific technique isolating exercise. So you pick one technique you want to work on and you focus on that exercise. Then step 2, you find your tempo that you can perform that exercise at with 100% accuracy. So let's say you're working on double tonguing and you're just going through and you're playing some 16th notes. You want to play 4 16th notes and you set the metronome. You can do it at 90. And that's your speed. So you're working on single tonguing right there, right? So that tempo's 90. And we want to write that down. And we want it to be whatever you can play it at with 100% accuracy. So nice and relaxed, 100% accuracy. So, and then you have like a full exercise, right? Maybe you do it up a scale or do it in arpeggio, whatever you want to do, but you're isolating that one key, which is single tongue, and then you're creating an exercise for it. And then all you do, and this is the trick, this is the mind-boggling part. You're gonna be like, no, I don't think it's gonna work for me. But all you do, step number 3, you just speed up the exercise by 1 minute per day. Or sorry, by 1 beat per minute. This is number 3. You just speed up the exercise by 1 beat per minute on the metronome per day. And you just do the exercise once or twice. And you just speed it up 1 beat per minute per day. And then the most important part is number 4, you have to write this down. So you'll want like a chart where you have the exercise in each day, and each day you just do the exercise and speed it up 1 beat per minute each day. And the reason that this works is because it's just like if you were to work out at the gym, right? If you're lifting a barbell or, you know, doing a chest press and you were to add weight, eventually, you know, even if you're adding the smallest of like 5 or 10 pounds onto the bar, that's going to be too much past your zone and it's going to push you past your max and you won't be able to successfully do that rep. And the same thing works with a lot of our technique. So what we're doing is we're like loading with like little tiny extra weights that'll help us take our max further, like maybe like little half-pound weights. And the reason this works is it pretty much tricks your body into thinking it's the same as what it was previously. So if you're doing it at 90 today, if you do it at 91 tomorrow, your body's not really going to notice a difference. So you're going to play it relaxed, you're going to play it exactly how you did, and you're probably going to still have that 100% accuracy. And what you do from there is you just have to commit to it for like 2 months, right? If you did this for 60 days, just a short little exercise, you'll grow your single tongue speed 60 beats per minute. And that's just if you follow this simple method without having to work on it for hours. Like I used to just, technique was horrible, okay? Like I used to go and spend hours on technique. I spent a lot of time in the practice room. And I'd go and spend hours on technique doing that one tonguing exercise, right? I was always told do a slow speed, a middle speed, a faster speed, and then just try to keep pushing that faster speed. Well, all of the reps were usually pretty bad, and I would do it for like 45 minutes at a time on one exercise, and I was never getting any of those results that I was looking for. So I'd usually get frustrated and then put the tuba down and be mad about it for a couple weeks. And we want to make sure that we're always setting ourselves up for success. So again, create a specific technique, isolating exercise. Figure out what that technique is. 2, find the tempo that you can perform that exercise at with 100% accuracy. Write that one down. 3, speed it up by 1 beat per minute per day. And then number 4 is write it down. And maybe you're thinking, well, how do I work on other techniques that don't necessarily, get those things sped up. Well, if you're working on tone, then a way you can do it in your flow studies is you can decrease the tempo. So you're spending more time playing, you're spending more time working on that flow. And if you're working on range, then you just make that same chart and you're working on 1 note higher or 1 note lower. Now the time frame's not going to be, 1 note higher or lower each day, but then you can track it that way and you can see and always have that visual data for you, because that's going to help you stay encouraged, that's going to help you stay motivated, and it's going to ultimately help you become the tuba player that you want to be.